On this episode, hang on. Hello? Oh, it's a robocall.
Hey, you better stop that. The fines just went up.
Stop it. You hear them? The fine just went up. Wow, man. That must have been a boring phone call anyway, so I hung up. Oh, hey, the boring just had a boring vote, didn't it?
And speaking of boring, how is that $48 million being spent in Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah, the $48 million. That's right. The Boring Company got a $48 million contract in Las Vegas for a 1-mile tube.
Okay, I suppose that we're going to get a boatload of pun jokes again.
That's right. Hold on. It's going to be a fun ride. It's time for another segment of my Bad Dad punny jokes.
Okay. Hey, guess what? We're going to see how long you keep it up before you need to go to France and get some Viagra.
I see what you did there. You keep it up. That was a pun joke. But what?
There's a small town in France that wants to boost its population of children, so they're giving away Viagra.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And what we've noticed is going on in the world today is anti-robocalling is going to be a thing of the past.
No, you said that wrong. Anti-robocalling is going to make robocalling a thing of the past.
Yeah, anti-robocalling. Okay, same thing with the Do Not Disturb list?
Yes. Well, yeah. I've been on that since they created it.
It's the government. It's the government. They ask questions like, is it true that you should not do something?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not going to stop robocalling. Besides, you get robocalls now from overseas. How are they going to regulate that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do this because the call's coming from over. No. How are they going to stop it?
Well, last year they had around 48 billion robocalls in the United States alone.
Yeah, you know how T-Mobile is helping me to stop it?
By charging you so much money, you're thinking about getting rid of your phone?
Well, no. I mean, I don't know who else does this, but mine says spam caller.
Yes.
Possible spam, suspected spam caller. One of them does suspected spam caller. So when it comes up, it tells you that it's a possible spam caller. Don't know, no bueno.
That's right.
The other day, I had one call me, and I was yelling at it, and it wouldn't even let me get to the person.
I have stopped answering both my business lines, specifically because every time I pick it up, it's a robocall.
Robocall.
The way I do it is my voicemail tells you that I'm not in the office very much, which is kind of true anyway.
Well, leave the message saying, to avoid robocalling, please leave a message, and I will get back to you.
But I want them to go to the website and fill out the stuff on the internet anyway because it's so much faster for me.
Oh, yeah, direct them to the form, get all the information.
Right, because they all ask the same questions. Every single person asks the same questions, and if they just go to the one thing, it explains it all. So it's really cool.
Yeah. But so what was the one? So I have my phone and then I have my watch, and my watch has its own phone number because my watch is a phone in of itself. Dick Tracy, thank you very much. I started getting spam calls on my phone, on my watch.
Yes.
I'm like, really? That's an unpublished number, and they've got the number to. So I know if somebody's calling that number, they don't know me. So I was like, not.
So the one cool thing about all this that I got a kick out of is the politicians are finally listening. Yes.
To somebody raced by your house.
You heard that, right?
What was that? Yeah.
A motorcycle leaving the bar across the street.
All right.
It was 75 degrees today. So, yeah, the bikes are out. Look at this
guy. Trying to do a show here.
Weather does.
We should do a remote from there.
From the bar?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, come on. Just from outside with the guys leaving. There goes another drunk person leaving.
But anywho's, the thing that I got a kick out of is 97-1 vote for this new bill to create anti-robocalls.
Right.
It was never that high before.
But it didn't say who the one was that said.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that. Wait. I think it did. It said one person says it didn't need to be done because there's already a bunch there.
Yeah. Well, this is really just to raise fines, is what it really is. This gives it some money making ability.
Correct.
FCC is permitted to levy fines.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't see. Authentication systems through AT&T and Verizon to make sure. Where is the one? No. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, we're not prepared. It doesn't say in here.
All right. See, now, the one thing about, these robocalls, at least they're not boring.
Oh, you're going to try to segue now.
Sure, why not? And this time we might actually do the story.
That was just like saying anything. You didn't even really try and segue it again.
I did
at least they're not boring. They are boring. Robocalls are boring. You ever listen to them? Ha, you've been selected for this. Ha, you've been selected for this. Ha, this is your. Yeah, and I love my credit card company calls me. Oh, you've been suspected of fraud. I go, tell you what, I'll hang up and I'll call you back on the 800 number on the back of the card.
Exactly.
I don't know who the hell you are. I
So,
need some medication from you. Don't give your information out to people when they call you.
No.
Don't do it. Say, I will call you back on the 800 number on my card, and if you are who you say you are, you'll be able to look it up on my account when I give you my account number because I know who I called.
That's right.
Because they can spoof phone numbers, don't forget, folks.
Certainly can.
It doesn't mean that the number that they're calling from is the number that is actually.
What I got a kick out of is I had a couple of my friends tell me that somebody was spoofing Scott Thomas Enterprises phone calls.
Really?
And Y-Drive got a call from Scott Thomas Enterprises.
Really?
I was like, I'm not calling myself right now.
And what were you selling?
It was that, hi, my name is whatever. If you want to lower your interest rate on your credit card.
Oh yeah, I would have went through it.
Yeah,
I would have called. I would have taken that one.
So, but yeah,
I would have taken that one. And one of my friends says they answer FBI recorded call line. How may I help you? They usually get a click hang up on the end of that.
Yeah, really quick. Although some of them are cocky because they're from out of the country and they know they can't be touched yet. But
yeah, well, that's fine. But that's fine. Hey, tie them up on the phone and go, oh, hang on a second. I got to go get something. And then just walk away from the phone.
Right.
So on they stay. That way they can't be calling other people.
Hang on. Let me go get my credit card.
Yep. But all of that and none of that is boring. All of that and none of that is boring. So none of that is boring.
All right. So should we skip the boring company?
No, we're going to talk about the boring company because the boring company has finally struck a deal. So as you know, we've talked about the boring company over and over. That's Elon Musk's hole digging company. Oh, I'm sorry, Elon Mole's hole digging company. When we talk about the boring company,
they're horizontal holes.
I call them Elon Mole.
Yes.
They're what?
They're horizontal holes.
No, there's vertical holes getting down to them. There's elevator shafts and escalators getting down to them too. So no, I reject your reality. But so remember they were going to build one in Chicago.
Yeah.
They're going to build one in Washington, D.C. to go between New York and D.C.
Right.
I think where the one in Chicago was going to go. It was going to go from the airport, I think, to downtown.
Correct.
And then the L.A. one was going to go from somewhere to Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
I don't remember where to Dodger Stadium. We had talked about that in a previous show. All of those stalled. No, that's it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And nothing. They signed a deal right here in Las Vegas.
I see that.
So Las Vegas, the convention center is out on Convention Center Drive. And it's actually on Paradise, which is behind the Strip. Well, behind the Strip on the east side.
Wait a minute. I'm having a flashback to Folsom Paradise.
Floston Paradise?
Austin Paradise. One of our previous shows, we talked about that for a long time.
How is this a flashback to? Oh,
because you just did it on Paradise. Yeah.
Wow. You could have done Styx. Rockin' the Paradise tonight. All right, but never mind. You didn't. So you went there. So the Boring Company, you totally derailed me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The Boring Company finally got a signed deal. And they're going to go from the back of the convention center all the way to Las Vegas Boulevard. That is a whole 1 mile. They're going to create a 1 mile underground tunnel system with 3 stations. They're going to have tubes, two tubes capable of transporting 4,400 passengers per hour. And these 2 tubes in 1 mile. That's a lot. I mean, if you think about that, that's like an escalator of people going by, right?
Yes.
I don't understand Wi-Fi network. What kind of Wi-Fi network are you going to be on for 1 hour? Unless you go down there and you're on the phone for
1 mile, not 1 hour.
mile. Yeah, 1 mile, right? For 1 mile.
Well, it depends. What if it's only going 1 mile an hour? Then you'd be in there.
It's not. No, these are flying. But it can go up to 155 miles an hour.
Right.
All right. So they're not going to do 155 miles an hour in this 1 mile tube.
No,
because that would be less than half a second.
Then flat up in the front row.
Yeah, half a second. Okay. Welcome. Thank you for next. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. We're done. So no. But guess how much 1 mile the contract is for? Don't read it. Just guess.
50 mil.
It's only 1 mile. Yeah. For $48 million, you and I will get a shovel and we'll hand dig the damn tunnel.
Yeah. No. I'll buy a skid steer and do it.
Right? Right? $48 million for 1 mile of tunnel.
But is it just a tunnel or is it everything included?
It's everything included. But still, it's 1 mile.
Yeah.
1 mile.
On
a clear day, you can see that far. On a clear day.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Las Vegas, for finally being the first. Three underground stations, a pedestrian tunnel, and 2 vehicle tunnels. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, here, it's scheduled to be completed by January 2021. However, he thinks it'll be done by the end of 2020.
Right. Well, it doesn't matter because they haven't built a convention center on the new property yet. So it's a 1 mile track to nowhere right now. And more puns, right? The Boring Company. Steve Hill, the CEO, Steve, good name. The president of the Las Vegas Convention Center and Visitors Authority thought he was being funny. Well, the underground tunnel pod project is a way to elevate the experience of our visitors.
There you go.
Okay, it's a tunnel, dude. You could have come up with way better puns than that. So, if we're going on puns, I have not done my my stand-up yet. I'm still working on it. I think I've got it though. I've probably got about 400 jokes written right now. So now I just got to pare them down because when you do an open mic, you only get 5 minutes. So it's a time. It's a time. Since these were pun jokes for them, it's time for me to do some more bad dad jokes. The pun, the heavy pun version. So Memorial Day weekend was just last weekend. Okay. And a public safety officer came up to a large mob of people outside a department store and asked, "What's happening? What's happening?" And the mall officer said, "Well, these people are waiting to get the new Barbie doll." Oh, he goes, "Oh, that makes sense. Who can resist a barbecue?" Barbecue line for the Barbies. Get it? Barbecue. Okay. So how much does a pirate pay for corn? A buccaneer. Right. Oh, here you go. Don't interrupt someone doing a puzzle. Chances are you'll hear some crosswords. I'm a big fan of whiteboards. They're remarkable. Those heavy in puns on these jokes. Why was King Arthur's army too tired to fight? There were too many sleepless nights. Okay. Which capital, what happened to the world today? Which capital is the fastest growing in population? Which country's capital is the fastest growing in population? Well, that's easy. Ireland. Every day is a doubling. I asked a French friend if she liked to play video games, and she said, oui. 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 Okay. Yesterday, a clown held the door open for me. It was such a nice gesture. Okay. I was going to make myself a belt out of watches. Then I realized it'd be a waste of time. Oh, you hear about the auto body shop that just opened up? Yeah, it was highly recommended. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? A hippo is really heavy, and a Zippo is a little lighter. I like that one. Why can't you run through a campground? You can only ran because it's past tense. I'm going to skip that one. That one sucks. Oh, here's a good one for Harry Potter fans. Why can't Harry Potter tell the difference between the pot he uses to make potions and his best friend? They're both called Ron. Called Ron? Two windmills are standing in a wind farm. One asks, what's your favorite kind of music? The other one says, I'm a big metal fan. Okay. You want to hear something terrible besides these jokes? Paper! I told you it was going to be terrible. Last night I had a dream of an ocean of orange soda, but it was just a fantasy. Fantasy.
Yeah. You notice I'm going to drink. I just added alcohol to this because, wow.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So, speaking of Elon Musk, right? So, my boss yelled at me the other day, you've got to be the worst train driver in the history. How many trains did you derail last year? Can't say for sure. It's so hard to keep track. Okay. A man sued an airline company after losing his luggage. Sadly, he lost his case. So notice they're all puns. They're puns. Good stuff. Did you hear about the man who was accidentally buried alive? It was a grave mistake. 6:30 is the best time on the clock, hands down. Get it? 6:30, hands down. Okay. I hate funerals that are at 9 a.m. I'm not really a morning person. I lost my job at the bank on the very first day. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I shoved her over.
Now that's funny because I can see you actually trying to do that.
Oh, did you hear about the two silkworms that were in a race? It ended in a tie. Yay! Oh, and this is really bad. Someone stole my toilet. Now the police have nothing to go on.
Yeah. Do you feel like Rodney Dangerfield?
No, not even close. Got a couple more here. I told you I was writing a ton of these. Let's see. That was terrible. That one's funny, but not funny. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a nicely dressed man on a tricycle? A tire. Get it? A tire and a tire. 3 tires, 2 tires. Okay, never mind.
Hey, come on up here.
You like this one too. Becoming a vegetarian was a huge mistake. Get it? I put all my spare cash into an origami business. Unfortunately, it folded. Okay. So what do you think? Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. Get it? Never lands. Did you hear about the mathematician who was afraid of negative numbers? Yeah. He stopped at nothing avoiding them. Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's any more. Why do hamburgers go to a gym? To get better buns. No, nothing.
No, I like that one because everybody likes buns.
Oh yeah, and 2 antennas met on a roof. They fell in love and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent. So let's see. Oh, so I'll end on this one for you because you're a Wisconsin. We talked about ground beef and lean beef and all that. What do you call what do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. There you go. Oh, no, I do have one more. There is one thing I don't like about shopping centers. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Get it? That's what I'm going to end on.
Okay.
So there it is. So that's my latest run. But they were all puns. Do you know
they were all puns.
They were all puns.
Which meant, of course, if you had more hair, it would have been more interesting. You could have been Rapunzel.
Wow. Okay. Where are we at? A genuine positivity message?
Well, that's, yeah.
All right. Well, then I think you need to respect me and do the genuine positivity message.
Well, RESPECT, Aretha
I
Franklin.
know what you mean, do me.
Said it loud and proud. There are many forms of respect. Some you must earn. However, respect for other people's property and privacy is something that everyone should give without reservation.
I'm laughing at my jokes.
Oh, sorry, delay.
So, I think we've seen this before. I thought we talked about this before. Wasn't there someone in France trying to boost the birth rate? But can you believe that they're doing this? So the mayor of Montreal, where was it? Montreal?
Montero.
So it's a French town, right?
Yes.
They are offering couples free Viagra in a municipal decree. Like this is so you have the in honor of today. Today is Scott Thomas Today. Today is go make a baby day.
Exactly. Well, here's the whole thing. The decree says they want the pills distributed to couples between the ages of 18 and 40 in order to give them a chance of conception and thus preserve the schools of the two villages, because a village without children is a village that dies.
Right. So I guess that they don't have enough kids to put to school, so they're going to be. He's waiting to see how many requests come in from the public before he creates a stockpile of the pills. Otherwise,
right.
He'd be popping them himself.
But there's another legal issue involved in this. In France, you have to have a doctor's prescription.
Don't you have to have a doctor's prescription in the United States for Viagra too?
Yes, but you can purchase it in the United States via mail.
Viagra?
Yeah,
Viagra? You get Viagra?
Yes.
That's good. Going back to the puns. That's very good.
So, but
anywho, since we talked about France, let's do a phrase origin story from a foreign country.
Ooh, I like that. Der Fisch stinkt von Kopf her.
Der Fisch stinkt von Kopf.
See, yes, or yeah. It means the fish starts stinking.
Fish and a helicopter smell.
Close. The fish starts stinking from the head.
Oh, we did that before. That one, but not in English, not in. It was something else we were talking about, and that was one of the derivations. Was the fish starts stinking from the head? And we were like, well, yeah, duh. I mean,
it is true.
They all start stinking from the butt.
But the Germans most likely meant that the people in charge should be the first to blame when something goes wrong.
Yep. And the Japanese believe that they just assess blame on the person that's in charge. And now that you've gotten that out of the way, let's work on coming up with a solution. So it doesn't matter who did it or what did it. You're at fault. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, now can we please work on a solution?
Yes.
So that's actually
either that or it's Harry Carey time. All right. I usually don't get calls at this time of night.
Oh, who is it?
I do not recognize that number.
Is it a robocall?
At this time of night. It's an 847 area code, so.
Are we going to put them on the air or are we just going to end the show?
Too far away.
All right. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
give us a call and we'll pick it up on the phone. But call us during the show, not after the show.
Right.
But please go to whathappened.world. And from there, you can send us a message. You can check out our Facebook, our Instagram, go to our YouTube, go listen to all our podcasts are on there. So go there to listen to all our podcasts. We really appreciate that. And I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.